Hey guys, I'm here with another upload about more scary stories. I know you feel too grown up to be scared of horror stories, but these 7 ghost stories I'm about to share with you are guaranteed to scare the maturity out of you and make you cry like a baby. Number 1. Night Encounter. A TikTok user with the username security1275 works the graveyard shift as an overnight security guard in a cemetery in Savannah, Georgia. The cemetery is said to be the most haunted in all of Georgia. In the clip that the security guard uploads soon goes to prove why I was given such a title. In the first clip, he is investigating the grounds of the cemetery after he claimed to have heard a banging on one of the doors. He later goes back into the cemetery house, saying he found the door open again. He calls out to anyone that might have entered the cemetery house, telling them to show themselves, but no one comes out. Then we can hear different sounds of banging and running footsteps all over the place, but the security guard can't find anyone. The video ends due to the 1-minute upload limit on TikTok as he decides to exit and leave the matter to the police. When he looks through the video, however, he notices the form of a little boy with his back to him, just around one of the corners he turned, but he had somehow missed him when he was investigating the grounds. He later uploads a second clip of him exiting the cemetery grounds, where he observes the light flickering on and off in a building that looks like a little church. He enters the building with no idea of what's going on, but hoping to get to the root of the matter, when he hears what sounds like a demonic scream. He quickly backtracks to his car, saying he is done with the job and some spooky stuff is going on.
This is some spooky going on here. Nope.
Number 2. The Undead Doll. A Reddit user, EnigmaLight209, uploads a video with a caption saying his sister had an electronic moving Dora the Explorer doll that she took along with her everywhere she went. Unfortunately, his family was going through a hard time and had some financial problems, so they couldn't afford to keep replacing the batteries of the doll and chose to remove the batteries entirely. This claims the video was taken by his mom, while his sister was singing to the doll and playing with it in her room. The video shows a little girl singing to a doll placed on the bedside table. About 30 seconds into the video, while the little girl was looking away from the doll, it quickly and eerily turns its head and looks right at the camera. After they rewatched the video, they decided to check the doll to see if new batteries had been put in, but when they do, they find she still has no batteries. He says his dad threw the doll into the trash that night. Number 3. Paranormal Occupant. The manager of an apartment complex uploaded a video on Facebook. She said while she worked, she often hears office doors open and close, even though she works alone. She also recounted an incident when her son came to visit her at work. She said he went exploring but soon came back screaming and in tears, saying in his own words, "Something is whispering my name." Other building residents have also witnessed similar events. One of the videos, caught by the CCTV camera in one of the apartments, shows what looks like a sitting area with a table on the wall with a flower vase. Out of nowhere, and by no apparent cause, the vase tips over and shatters on the floor. Another day, a camera caught some new footage in the same area, this time what looks like a massive light form in the room, and then proceeds to exit it and disappears. The building manager claims the building is a fairly new structure, and she wasn't aware of any hauntings when she decided to erect a structure in that area. The hauntings and strange occurrences continue to this day. Number 4. Haunted House. Dennis Domian is a YouTuber of Croatian descent who uploads a variety of content on his YouTube page, including some ghost haunting. In this video, his friend tells him about her scary encounter in an abandoned house. She claimed that the house had an incredibly haunted attic, and she and her friends who went into the house that day were too scared to even enter the house because they heard some scary scratching on the ceiling. Dennis decided to explore the house himself, including the attic his friends were too scared to enter, and he caught the entire experience on camera. When they enter the house, Dennis claims to be scared someone might jump on him from behind a wall and hit his head, laughing nervously as he makes a statement. His friend who told him the story about her experience at the house was also with him, along with another girl, and she pointed out some demonic language written on the walls. She says there's a word that translates as forbidden, but she can't make out the rest of the writing. At this point, the other girl seems spooked and keeps saying she wants to go downstairs. Dennis tried to go up to the attic when we hear heavy footsteps running towards him up on the attic. He quickly turns around in fright and yells for his friends to run as they flee the house in terror. Number 5, Lego Lover. A Reddit user, Bleach Pong, says he and his brother both experienced a haunting throughout their childhood in their family home. He claimed that they would often hear the sound of someone digging through their huge collection of Legos, even when there was no one in the house but them. Late one night, they heard the familiar sound of someone going through their collection, so they ran down the hall to record and caught something out of this world. We can see both of them slowly open the door to a room and then go through a little doorway where we see a huge collection of Legos, some in trays, some on the floor, but no one is in sight. They then contemplated for a while before deciding to leave the room. On closer inspection of the video, however, it was seen that the head of one of the Legos, called the Bionicle, turned to look at the boys when they came in. People speculated the toy may be battery powered, and this was what caused it to move. But Bleach Pong posted a photo of the toy and no mechanism around its neck should allow it to move its head like that. Do you think Bleach Pong is haunted by a Lego collector, or is it just a hoax? Let me know in the comment section. Number 6, Watch Out. YouTube ghost hunters, the Holy Walkers, team up with some other ghost hunting YouTubers to explore the haunted Medina Mansion in Florida. The house has a dark history, including the taking of the life of Mrs. Medina by her husband right there in the home. While recording their exploration of the house, Frank from Franco TV thinks they should try a seance. They all huddle around and sit in a circle, and that's when strange things begin to happen. As the seance begins, the lead says, "Can you come closer to me?" Then there's a sound of footsteps on the rug, which freaks them out.
Can you come closer to me?
They maintain their composure, and the lead says, "Can you make a sound?" Then there's a sudden bang that almost prompts them to abandon the seance, but one of them reminds everyone that they have to remain seated. Almost immediately, there's a sound of a door being slammed shut, and there's a scream. Joe, who is one of the ghost hunting YouTubers, suddenly says he feels back burning, and he raises his shirt. The others notice a strange mark on his back like a burn. Later, they go outside and observe a face peering at them through an upstairs window. They enter the house checking to see if they can find anyone, but they don't. Number 7, The House of the Devil. Abdullah Anabari is a ghost hunter who usually explores haunted places around his home country of Saudi Arabia and streams them live. In a video, he explored a house named the House of the Devil, and things took a turn for the supernatural. As he explores the downstairs area, he keeps praying silently. Then a door opens on its own. He goes into the room, but it is empty. Then distant door begins banging continuously. He comes out of the room and moves towards this door, opens it and finds no one in it. Doors all around the lower area keep opening up and closing on their own, and every room Abdullah enters turns out to be empty. He decides to go upstairs and goes into a room there. As he enters, the door locks behind him, and that's when he decides he can't take it anymore and rushes downstairs and out of the building. As he runs out, the sound of multiple doors banging away can be heard. After listening to all these stories, do you think you will have the courage to enter a place that is said to be haunted? I know I wouldn't, that's for sure. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. And consider leaving a like if you found this video entertaining or scary, and subscribing to the channel for more horror and scary stories and events.